Alright ladies, it's your girl Angel 515 2010, and as you can see, I am in my bathroom setting, but it's a little bit different this time because I actually have some crochet hair in my head. This is the authentic Ripple Deep. Sorry, I'm going to clip out my hair. But this is the authentic Ripple Deep that I did in my last install video. It's been about approximately 2 weeks since I had this hair in, and as you can see, it does not look too bad. It is significantly shorter, but the hair tangles very bad. I got up this morning, I wet it, I washed it, and I used my paddle brush to detangle it. And as you guys can see, I have only been at work. It has been pretty much just hanging on my shirt, and that is it. And I already have like a matted knotty mess again. The hair, I don't know if it's too soft, so it's causing it to tangle into itself, but it knots and mats really bad at the back, and it is driving me crazy. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut this bad boy out and start again. My braids are not old, so I will not be changing my braid pattern. I will be installing new crochet right on top of this old braid pattern. For those that wonder how I cut my crochet hair out, this is how. I kind of just take my scissors and I go ham. Yep, that is right. I just take and I will snip to get all the length off. And then once I have the length off, I will cut down the rest of the hair. So now that my length is off, and as you guys can see, you can kind of see the mat that I was talking about in the back. I like to take each individual braid and take my scissors and run it right below the knot that I created. And then you can kind of just finger out the little strands or pieces. So I will do that across the whole entire front of my head. And I'm looking forward in my mirror so that I don't have a mix-hap, because the last thing you want to do is cut your whole cornrow off from the base of your head. I have done that. It is not fun. And I had a really short section in the front of my hair. But essentially, this is what I do. I try to get as close to the cornrow as I can without cutting the actual cornrow. That allows me to remove the whole entire knot and small piece of hair that's left at the base without doing a lot of excess pulling on the cornrow. So I do the same thing in the back. I just try to get as close as I can to that cornrow. So I'm gonna go ahead, as you guys can see, I have those 2 rows taken out completely now. I'm gonna go ahead and take out the rest of this hair, and then I'll be back with what I'm gonna install. All right, ladies, so I have installed one full pack of the freetress deep twist in the color number 33. And this is how far the one pack got me. I finished my perimeter braid in the back, as well as I finished 3 of my 6 braids in the back. I finished 2 on the side and this one here, and then I finished 4 of my small cornrows in the front. So I'm about to start with pack number 2, which will probably finish my other 3 braids in the back, and then probably 2 in the front, or either I may rotate and do the 2 braids in the front to go along with this third one, and then 2 over here in this third one. And then a third pack should finish the middle, but I did get 4 packs to be on the safe side, so it could be extra full. But I'll come back to you once I finish the second pack to let you see the progress, and then the third pack, and if we have to go into the fourth pack and final look. All right, ladies, so as you can see, this is what 2 packs of hair has completed. I finished an additional 2 braids in the front, plus a little bit of this piece of one, and I finished another 2 braids, well, almost 2 braids. I have a little bit of this second braid at the top to complete, so I have 1 more braid in the back, plus a half one to fully complete, and then 6 cornrows in the front, and I am just about to open pack number 3. So pack number 3 should complete all of it except for maybe 2 cornrows in the front, but we will see, and I'll be back to show you that progress. All right, ladies, so as you can see, I have officially finished my hair. I forgot to come on once I finished my 3rd pack of hair, but I did end up using half of, well, not even half, like 1/4 of the 4th pack. So this is 3 and 1/4 packs. This is what it looks like from the back, pulled up, and this is what it looks like down. And this is what it's looking like in the front. I have not put any water, mousse, anything on this hair, which typically with my freetress deep twist, I just use water and a little Hawaiian sticky, and it snaps it back in place. But I'm going to cut some layers in it, as well as tame these curls that I have pulled apart. So you already know how it goes. I have my mister from Amazon, which I told you guys about this in my last video, and I'm just running my fingers through to get some of that shedded hair out. And this is just the shed for me separating the hair. I pull it down, and as you see, I can get like some long scragglies. So I use my scissors and just trim that up. And I will do that all over the head. I'm gonna make sure I wet the bottom area, especially by my nape, because I did pull that apart a lot as well too, which is why I flip it over. And like I said, I'm just raking my fingers through just to get all that shedded hair out. So this is my next little clump of shedded hair. So I'm flipping it to the other side now, and I'm gonna do my rake through / wet, and this gets a lot of the real tangly things on the end. Is she in here? Nope, she's in the other room. She went to the store.
Oh.
Okay.
She poured my tea out.
Oh. Make another pot. Okay, so now that I have the hair all wet, I'm gonna take a little bit of my 14-in-1 Hawaiian Silky, and I'm just misting that slightly over the hair. Making sure to pay attention to the bottom or back of the hair where it may tangle a lot. And I am just gonna get, once again, the last little bit of shedded hair. So now we're gonna start making the magic happen with the layers. I take and go down my middle part. So this is what my middle part would be looking like with this freetress hair. And I installed this on an old braid pattern. And I'm gonna take my scissors and cut in a downward motion. Don't feel like I got this side really wet. It's the other side, so I'm just re-going over this side of the hair with my mister. And now I get to really work on these layers on this side. And I just rake my scissors back and forth, in an up and down motion. And I'm pulling hair from the back towards the front and doing the same thing so that I can have a layered look in the back of my head as well, so that that is not just straight down. So I am looking forward in front of my mirror as well too. I have a mirror right in front of me, just to kind of help out with my framing of my face and these layers right in the front. So now that I feel like I have a lot of those from where if I want to wear in the middle, y'all know I do my signature flip over method. So I will flip it over and just make sure I have some layers going this way. And make sure there's some layers on the underside over here for if I decide to flip it. And this really helps thin this side out. So now that I am satisfied with those layers, and this flip over method, I can rotate it and flip it the other direction. Sorry, I've got one piece of hair in the front that my knot was slipping in. So, flip it over and make sure I like my layers on this side and the framing. So now that I like the flip over method from that side, I'm just gonna take and add a little bit more water right in front of my hair, just to finish snapping these curls back into place with this mister. And a little bit of Hawaiian silk, you never hurt anybody. So yeah, ladies, this is pretty much my finished product. I'm gonna grab my mirror, make sure I am satisfied with the way it's looking in the back, which I am. I am loving my big hair don't care. So this is the hair from the front. Same braid pattern I had with the 12 braids in the front, the 6 braids in the back with the 1 anchor braid. It can be pulled all the way up into a high bun or pony in the back. And this is what she would look like. This is like she would look like from the front. And then I still have my parting versatility, but you already know my flip over method is what I do. This is the Freetress Deep Twist in the color number 33 and a 22 inch, and it has been cut and layered